Alrighty then, everyone, hello and welcome to another episode of Making Mountains Out of Molehills. And, well, the usual disclaimer, we are horrible, horrible people, and I think the only reason horrible things were not done to my corpse last session was because only, Zedos was up at the end of that fight, and he was too tired to do anything. So please, viewer discretion is advised. If you see or hear anything that traumatizes you for the rest of your life, it's not our fault. We warned you. That being said, I think we're ready to go.
Alright, let's see.
Any cash we need to subtract for recovering for a couple of days while everyone's getting back to full?
The only thing you guys need to worry about is spending just a little bit on staying in the inn again. We had a amount you guys spent regularly. That was like 3 gold, if I remember right.
That was for it was 8 per day. There was 4 gold per day to stay in a halfway decent and not an amazing one, but like a
Yeah.
average one. So
That includes our horses and everything.
Yep, it did.
okay, so I'm just gonna assume that we spent 3 days resting in the city for the purpose of this and withdraw it from the group stash for feeding, etc.
Yeah.
If the second and third days were spent with using healing various spells and stuff, yeah, that should work.
And if it's okay with you, I'm gonna buy a pair of level 1 scrolls.
Yep. You can find those fairly easy.
Okay. Do I need to
Level 1, caster level 1 is 50 gold. If you wanted to increase caster level, just tell me, I'll figure it out.
50 for both?
Okay. Then yes, it'd just be 50 for both.
Yeah. That it doesn't make sense to buff these further. I'm pretty sure. So, do I need to spend a cantrip on this, or would that be happening, or would that have happened in the past? Would it be recovered by now?
I figure you can probably go get it while you're recovering. I don't think you have too much hit points you need to gather back up. Like, third day recovering while you're awake, you go over and buy some of them and use strip on it.
Well, I have 13. I'm not a complete wimp like some spellcasters.
No, as long as you have more than 1, you should be fine.
Well, I assume that when I'm resurrected, I'm at 1 anyway.
More or less.
So, yeah.
Again, you should be fine.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, so, well, I guess at some point I'm gonna walk up to Duran when Yevos is not around and thank him for saving my unlucky ass.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you've done the same for me.
Sure, let's go with that. But yeah, just if you're not a cunt like that other one, and you kind of helped me. So if you do need help, I guess you can ask me for a favor sometime in the future. Just don't tell the paladin, or he'll want one.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
Okay then.
All right, everyone gets together at some point or other, I'm presuming. Look, everyone's back up to full health. You guys are actually possibly just slightly better than when you left for that horrible mission last time.
The effective vision.
Oh, right, some people actually took damage, I remember now.
Zeros, did
Yes.
you see if that cleric in the village had anything good on them?
I was kind of a bit preoccupied with you guys.
You know, if the goblins were to return in force and something horrible was to happen there, I'm sure there would be another reward for catching this new goblin threat as well.
Probably, yeah.
While you
The
guys are
bounty has no
resting,
time left.
apparently something drastic has occurred around your land, as a lot of wanted posters and requests for help have been posted on, a signboard outside the bow guild.
Can I use my expertise of bounty hunting to pick out the best ones?
Well, it's kind of up to you. I mean, it appears that it mostly involves the undead. There is apparently a lot of shit going down involving just various creatures of darkness and flesh and, skeletons
Okay,
and
okay.
shit.
I think you
everywhere.
didn't understand me the best. Which one pays the most?
Oh, well, you see, there's this one wanted poster. Apparently, it's by the Church of let's see, which one was it? Fuck. You know what? I'll just say the churches. It's supported by multiple. There's apparently this one guy going around. He's worth like 10,000 gold.
Holy shit.
Nope!
Seems like a trap. Nope.
Yeah,
No.
that's a
Yeah.
trap. Which pays the second most?
Oh well, apparently, a good about a mountain or two away from here, there's another one worth about 9,000. Apparently, a small tribe of zombie trolls destroyed a village.
Holy
You give me
shit.
something normal. Give me something normal.
No.
You know, I think at this point we should all just like roll gather information.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
while Demi is picking through these, trying to fight his own greed and idiocy to find one that he can actually do, working down the
yeah,
list.
I'm gathering information. Fuck this shit.
By the way, I was just going to, slowly start decreasing the difference in price, increase the amount given. As I said, there's a lot of them. Who knew?
Are we in Rittlewold or Odford?
You're currently in Rithelwald.
Okay, excellent. Then I gather information in, with the lemon-eating elf bitch. You know, the sourface.
Sourface bitch.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
try to hit on her while I'm there, obviously, because, I would still like to make that happen before this whole world dies.
I will gather information.
He's probably with the
I-
clergy and probably at the market.
Epic, I want to tell
Hey.
her that I died for a while, and the only regret I had was that I had not met her a second time.
It is so cheesy. It is so cheesy.
Can I roll bluff
I
on
love-
that?
You can. I'm making the DC for that stupid high, but
I have a feeling he's still gonna succeed.
Shit.
Roll
nope.
the 20.
He actually
Roll
didn't.
the 20. I believe in you.
Oh,
21 total, but that's not enough apparently.
No, not for this case at least,
Probably a
because that is
25,
quite a
easy.
claim to make. And she is a bit of a cold-hearted bitch. So,
Easy pickup lines, they don't work.
By the
so let's
way-
see. Orgak, you go around, start trying to look for information. You also managed to find the 10,000 gold bounty on this one guy.
By the way, I also roll.
I'm at the markets. Then
Oh, I was muted. We'll take the bounty. Go back to the guy and report what I found.
All right. So when he brings back this bounty, saying that we should try and do this, somebody will recognize who this guy is. Let's see. I think Debbie was the one to live through all of it, right?
yes.
So the 10,000 guy is the red-eyed fucker.
Oh yes, it appears to have the same little, fairly flimsy-looking, apparently fairly expensive possible armor maybe on there.
Wait,
I-
this is the cunt that stole my scrolls? We're doing
Yes,
this
Yeah,
one.
Yes, it is.
We are
I
doing
put-
this one.
I think we
I
might
put
be
my
ready
hand
to-
on Colin's shoulder and just look at him in the eye and say, "No."
I
Fucking
think we might
excuse
be
me?
in deep water with that one. Let's kill some other things first, and then go get a slow, then kill them. Okay?
Or we go take our stash, we buy all the lamp oil we can find, and someone, we can draw straws for this, or we can ask for volunteers, I don't care, but one of us rides in on a flaming carriage and smashes him in the face with a whole load. Then the rest of us charge.
No.
I don't like this idea. I think we
I
should
do
just
not like
go
it
and
either.
find something different.
You really don't appreciate the primal beauty of fire, do you?
Yes, it's
I
beautiful,
just-
but it's not gonna solve all our problems.
I just don't want. I just don't have suicidal thoughts.
Or any thoughts? Some would argue.
I agree.
Minor argument.
Looks at Doran.
Oh, yes, you got really good roll, didn't you? So, yep. All right. So, while you're looking through things, you managed to find a couple of, couple of rewards that look like they could be pretty easy to do. There's a 500 on a nearby settlement that is just being, hoarded by swarms of, not swarms, but it appears as being attacked with enough annoyance that they put up a reward of like 500. A couple of houses have been destroyed, stuff like that. But it doesn't look like there's actually too many undead or anything over there.
Is there an easy one about undead?
This would be an easy one
Well-
about undead.
Let's see.
500
Well,
is...
as I was saying, it appears there is a big problem because a whole shit ton of undead have started showing up everywhere.
Now listen. The last one was about undead and it had hobgoblins. I don't trust this shit.
I know. It's great, right?
Yeva is pointing this shit out. That shit does not trust this. The last one was about undead and it was fucking hobgoblins.
Somebody has put forth that some gelatinous cubes need to be handled. They seem to just be breeding a little bit in a little cave,
Nope,
somewhere south of here.
nope, not gelatinous cubes.
Besides that, there is apparently also just another one about some undead, but this one is about 1,000 gold. That one is more iffy. It seems like there's been no accurate count of the undead, but there's at least over 20 in the nearby area.
Nope.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's go.
I give Doran a meaningful
20?
look, like, do you want me to back you on this? Because I will, against my better judgment.
I give
Uh,
the nod.
The elf bitch tells you that there is a whole shit ton of undead showing up. Do something about it.
For you, my love, anything. I'll be back.
And so that
besides
1,000
that-
gold 20 sounds good.
Uh,
I mean, we just pick
Alright.
them off one at a once. They're not going to come at us like a horde.
I believe in the
Probably
priest's
not,
judgment,
right?
Paladin. You should really follow your superior on this. I'm sure he knows best.
he sighs and nods like, yes, he's the superior.
Levos and Cullen, I'll actually just give you some different information because I've given so much of the other stuff. Besides the 1,000 gold bit, which you guys also managed to
Wait,
find.
if there is anything about goblins, then I rescind any support for undead stuff because I want to kill goblins if there is anything to do with those cunts. I will kill every single one of them I can find.
There's apparently some on the roads, but there's been no specific requests.
Shit. This makes me sad.
The only thing you find on goblins is just a warning there are goblins nearby. And then there's question mark, maybe goblin zombies? Question mark? Crossed out, no faggot, just goblins.
Ah, yes, I see the paladin has been here.
But I will give you just a little bit more information. Yeah, apparently not only is the guy with the 10,000 gold have a pretty nice reward on him, apparently he might own enough magic items to be worth more than that.
Including 2 scrolls which clearly don't belong to him. Motherfucker. Oh yes, this piddly sleep spell. Oh, he doesn't need anymore.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
There is also a rumor going around that anyone he cuts with his sword is then cursed.
We'll send the paladin in first. He doesn't need to know that detail.
I mean, what would I gather with my roll?
I'm telling you both what you got from that instead, because told enough info about the.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're doing the 1,000 gold reward. So setting out for.
Lavos, you
Yes?
found out that he travels around with a possibly different undead every once in a while. It seems
Oh.
stronger than usual too.
All right. I don't like the sound of that.
Good for you. All right.
I figure we wait until we're at least level 4 before fighting this dude. So we can
I
get
think
level 2
level
spells.
3 we should be fine.
I need
Yeah.
4 to get my level 2 spells. Or a level 2 spell.
So shall we start with something a little bit easier?
Well, I
think
thought
the
we
thing I
already
found was good.
kind of decided to
Yeah.
go for the 1,000 gold
The-
undead one.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
I have a question. The 1,000, is it just the reward for just taking them out? Or is it like the whole total what we can get out of them?
No,
Because this
the
might-
villagers wouldn't
The-
know what loot is on them. Still, please.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Okay.
So you would
I
just
was
be.
just
That's
making
how much they're asking for reward, and if you manage to find other shit, good job. That's yours.
Oh, okay.
It's like you don't know how this works. We would just tell them we found nothing anyway and ask for a reward to make up for our time.
This is more like with the DM because it was
Still,
because the,
Epic's stories like mine often try to make sense.
Except for this one, because
Yeah.
I didn't have too much to do with this one.
exactly.
Yeah, I actually get my second level spells on level 3.
And if I was a wizard, so would I think.
Yep, that would be correct.
But
Wizards
Goblin
will
fuck
get their spells
also.
slightly before you.
I have
The exchange is you get a lot more.
I have a fuck ton of munition, but it's like I'm that high production race that has a science negative.
Exactly. It takes you longer to get to a certain point, but once you get to the point, you do more with it. Kind of.
Level 3s though are at 6. That's when I can start tossing some real fire around.
Yeah, so I get them at 5th because
Okay, so we head on out. Which of these fucking villages is mildly fucked?
Well, it appears that you know what? I'll just go and choose. West Ham is the one that's offering 1,000 gold, which is fairly impressive. It's fairly pretty small. Apparently, they're getting fucked over there.
So what
Yeah,
that tells
undead are
me,
crossing the river.
I'm just gonna ask casually about. I'm gonna ask the paladin because the priest would understand why I'm asking. I will ask the paladin how Regis feels about just murdering villagers and telling the rest of the world that the undead were handled and then came back.
Bad.
No, You're wrong.
Not really.
Just doesn't give a shit.
It's unlawful.
Now, what she would be really annoyed by is if you went over there and didn't take care of the undead when you were, supposed to. That she would give a
Ah.
real big fuck about.
Also, as
Killing
long
the
as the
villagers, whatever.
So
also, as long
if
as the undead are taken care of.
okay, so we can't know if the villagers haven't been infected is the thing, and clearly they have a lot of money we could use to fight other undead. Is what I'm getting at. Again, while the priest isn't around, trying to work on the paladin. Listen, I like your goddess. She helped me out. And I really want to understand how this shit works. And the priest is so busy, and I thought I would ask you. And does this make sense to you? Is this something she would be okay with?
In Yevo's mind, he will answer back, as long as we take care of the undead and the villagers are buried, it should be fine? Question mark.
Okay, good. Convince the priest.
That's above my pay grade.
And it's gonna
You then
continue
question what
being.
exactly your pay grade is.
And it's gonna
Yeah,
continue
but-
being above your pay grade because we'll never make any real money if we do things in a stupid way. We just would want you to be smart about it, I'm sure. Can I roll for corrupting the paladin?
I
Can I roll
mean,
religion to discern shit? Because he's not that in.
You
He's
even
not
have knowledge religion.
super high. I mean,
I assume
think
this
so?
might be
Yeah,
like
well-
diplomacy.
no, like this
that's
is
the closest I can think of it. Sure.
this is him discerning information about Ouija's herself.
Don't
than-
worry. He sounds horrible. Like
Sound
as
like
if he's
bloodthirsty
just
asshole.
like shit.
I mean,
There's no convincing going on with this. It is just really?
Please tell me he can at least mistake this for me trolling him like usual.
That's
probably.
up to him. It
I mean-
sounds horribly bloodthirsty. That's all I can say
It
at this
sounds
moment.
bloodthirsty, but he already has fucked me or just trolled me a while. So I would guess I would roll sense motive to see if it's just trolling or not. If that's
Okay,
okay.
go ahead. Obviously just trolling, There's nothing else to it.
Oh, thank God, Steel's luck sucks.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he had all right luck. The problem is he's fucking horrible at sense motive.
I'm fucking horrible at pretty much anything except charisma based,
Okay,
which is how this character works.
how long does it take for us to get there? Assuming from the distance we spend either, well, at least,
2 days?
well, it
I
wouldn't
think
be
I'm
2
going
days.
to do something horrible. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm doubling the distance on this fucking thing.
Well, it should be doubled, but if we ended up just by delaying a tiny bit, spending a night on the road from Oddford to Rittlewold, we definitely would spend one on the road to West Ham and arrive like midday.
There.
Yeah.
That's more reasonable for distances and shit.
Holy shit.
Well, if it's
mean-
24 miles, we could make it, because now we have 2 good horses on that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm making use of you guys actually doing travel time instead of fucking nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screw you, module. I'll affect you how I wish.
You are our god and master.
Also,
Lord and master.
how expensive is a heavy crossbow?
It was like 80 when I bought mine, I think.
Also, heavy crossbows are
Fuck.
like
That's
require like a standard action to reload or something.
They require a move action
Yep.
to reload.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do heavy.
It
crossbows.
depends
Light
on
crossbows
what
are
one
better.
you take.
It's more like for the road, like protection on the road than combat base.
Then
I have
don't
it
bother
written
with
in as 50 gold pieces for the simple heavy crossbow steel.
Yeah.
Simple heavy
I-
crossbow should cost you about 50 gold pieces. Yep, right there.
And how much for the bolt?
Well, for bolts in general.
It's
let's
a
see.
gold piece for 10.
Okay, so I'm just
Silver
going to spend
pieces.
like $60 for the crossbow and wait, it's 1 for 10?
Yes, one
So,
gold piece for 10 crossbow bolts.
I can just loan you like 5 if you just need some while you're sitting on top of the carriage.
yeah, it's more for the protection. So I'm just going to buy the crossbow itself. It's more of a road thing.
Okay, I'll give you
Okay.
5 bolts. Enjoy.
Yeah, quick correction, by the way. Reloading a heavy crossbow bolt is a full round action,
Yeah,
and it provokes attacks of opportunity.
yeah.
Oh, fuck
they
that
suck.
then.
Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Let me see something.
Crossbows suck.
There's a reason that there's a feat for reducing that to, like, movement action.
So where crossbows now? And a light is how long?
I was looking for this on page 114 on the PDF. There it says it's requires an action for crossbows, unless it's specifically different for heavy ones.
It might be different for heavy ones. Let's see. I was looking at the SRD, which should be the exact same. Sorry, we use this for learning experience.
Crossbow heavy. Ah, yes, it's different for heavy ones.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So the heavy one does more damage, but you need to spend a full round action to reload it.
And the light one, just an action?
Depends which one you go for. Crossbow light. Move action. Yep. Still provokes attacks of opportunity, so to do it when
Yeah.
that's on the table, but
I guess
Oh.
I'm going to buy a light for production on the road then.
Ah, annoying.
I mean it's fine. He's not going to carry it in combat.
No,
It's
it
in the
sucks for me.
So I need
Right. I had my crossbow written as 1d8 due to a happy mistake, but I had paid for it as for a heavy crossbow. Well, essentially
the one.
yeah, like can I essentially say that mine is a proper light crossbow instead? Because I have been treating it as a light for damage and reloading purposes.
Sure. Give yourself back the gold that you spent on it earlier.
Okay,
So you get 15 gold pieces. If I counted that right.
yeah.
so weapons.
That way I can,
Bye.
actually throw arrows instead of cantrips.
Might be useful. Who knows?
Piercing 19 to 20s plus 2, range 80 feet.
Okay.
Ammunition now. I'm going to buy my ammunition.
I told you I'm giving you 5 bolts. You probably
Oh,
aren't gonna need more than
Yeah.
that if it's just for, traveling.
Yeah, it's just for traveling.
Luck rolls for ambushes on the road, sleeping at night.
Yep. What do
Uh,
you think the bad period is? Because apparently there's a lot of undead going around.
Uh-huh. Jackalor does not get to roll this. How many of these do we need?
Let's see. How far are you guys traveling in total? Or rather, how many days of travel is that? Do you guys know how fast you
think
guys move?
I mean, we have a carriage and 2 horses. I assume we can move at a walking pace at least, so we should be there if we set out first thing in the morning, like arriving in the evening.
I think that's about right, if I remember right.
It's about 40 kilometers. Walking speed is like 5 kilometers per hour. So, yeah, that's about 8 hours of travel.
Let's see. Per hour, you guys are going with. You guys had a couple of horses, right? Just light
Yes, we
horses?
switched out to proper horses instead of donkeys.
So you are in a wagon.
No, we are in a carriage.
And it's tech space. So let's see.
Yeah, but the carriage, and well, it says cart or wagon, but carriage would go about as fast as those.
I'm
You guys
I'm
will
assuming.
actually be going about 2 days.
I think that's bullshit. I think carriages are made for more speed than a wagon. Wagons for cargo, carriages for people, basically.
Yeah, carriage is, at least doing that much too. About.
And it's also a lot more expensive, so I assume better suspension as well to some extent. So
The suspension would be a lot of the price, yes.
so I'm assuming,
Guys
like
aren't
I said,
listening.
I think it should be significantly faster because carriages can, in theory, move, at a trot, not just, at a walking pace. I think. I don't know what's
I don't
written in the
think so,
book.
from how I know those work, but
But all the chase scenes on top of carriage is epic.
There you go.
yeah, I think you have a misunderstanding of how these work.
Carriage.
The carriage basically lets you, forego having to make campsites or, have cover inside and shit. You can sleep without having to worry about the elements and shit like that.
Okay, but we can walk that far in a single day. Are you really gonna tell me that it moves at half walking pace? Because this is just kind of
That
ridiculous.
doesn't make sense. Let's see. Are you talking about just with the horses? No, you're not talking just with the horses. That is weird.
Yeah, like people could walk that
Could be faster
distance.
than walking. Yeah, you should be quite a bit faster than that.
Like if worst comes to worst, we would just walk next to it, and our speed shouldn't be worse than walking speed.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be. Let me see. Walking speed.
I mean, you have to
going for-
consider that horses need rest as well. They're not in eternity machines.
Well, yes, but
probably 24
it should still
miles.
average around to, something reasonable.
It should, certainly.
I mean,
So
let's say we
one
have
day of walking is 24 miles for most people. If you're in armor, it goes down to 16 miles though. Decent armor, not light armor. Going with a mount generally means 48 miles in a day. A cart or wagon is 16 miles a day.
I honestly think it might be better to just say that it's like 25 to 50% bonus on top of walking speed.
Yeah.
Not how it works. I have to base it on the other part at the very least. How fast a horse does it. So I think I'll just say it'll slow down the horse to about 3/4.
Which is like the horse was essentially double walking speed anyway, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or close to it. So yeah,
You'll be faster, but not, horribly faster.
So.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, let us know when we can roll luck, Jackalor. Keep your hands away from the dice. I trust you not Not after that one
Who's
in Dark
rolling?
Heresy.
Who's rolling?
So yeah, just give me 3 1d100s. In fact, let's go even further. We'll call this 1d1000s. The last digit determines its severity.
Okay.
Who's gonna roll
I'll let you know.
We all die.
A 9. A
9?
9
Oh,
on
two
the
more.
27.
So we need
Okay.
one more.
2 more.
Well, we need 2 more. In theory.
that? 39.
Wow. There's no severity on it. Thus, there's nothing that happens at all.
Yeah.
Korgak, 86 with a 7. 86 is enough. There's nothing going to happen on that one. Drago had 27 with a 9. This is unfortunate.
Still did
You'll
not
find
take
the
us
spot.
through a hive of Xeno scum, so...
No.
So I think this is where the warning of the goblins come in, doesn't it?
Let's see.
More goblins.
Hobgoblins. Hobgoblins, I think.
No, I don't think it'll be goblins. 9, 27's not that bad. Luckily, not horrible bad at least.
I don't like
Let's
this.
see.
Just take us to the combat map, please.
Yeah.
My body is ready. Death and
fuck
slaughter.
you.
Blood for the blood god.
Really? No. This shit. Oh well. Alright.
Those were just held around.
Just go back over to the open grass area. Sure. Let us go here for our random encounter. Okay, as you guys are traveling in your little
Let's-
carriage,
Let's place it appropriately with the crossbow in hand.
I need some. Well, who's driving?
Probably me. I have the actual animal handling skill.
Is anyone with you in the front?
Probably
Mhm.
Korgak.
Korgaga.
Okay, I need you two to make spot checks.
Oh, joy.
Checks.
Better be
Uh,
good.
uh,
Oh fuck, I was muted. Can we listen checks?
You'll get those in a moment. Spot is more important for seeing it from way off.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just set a flat DC for that. Oh, good. Lavos managed to just barely miss, but Korgak, you managed to catch a glimpse up ahead. It appears that there might be a big horde of creatures out there.
Oh shit, it's the cats! Whip the horses! Spare not the mounts! Ride, you fools! Fly!
so does Korgak reveal this?
Guys, there's something ahead. A lot of things actually. A
I
horde.
attempt to see. Can I put out my head through the door or something and try to see what's there?
You could give it a shot now that they told you about it.
Yeah, I
If you
poke
get
out
better
as
than them, I'll
well.
give more details.
Same.
If it severity max, huh? Wow, that's unfortunate.
Just kick Zedo's back. Wait your turn, fucker!
Fuck you.
Okay, this has to be theoretically survivable, right? Right.
Theoretically, sir.
I did pretty good.
This is when we realize I should have bought another sleep scroll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of hope it's undead so I can turn them.
I doubt it's undead.
Yeah, I
What?
doubt it's undead.
They all down.
Hey,
Oh
I'm a
shit,
good
Doran! Good job! You too, Zenos. Shit.
Top of the list.
Okay. Well. I don't know how else to describe this besides
Just show
oh
us.
fuck.
Just show us on the map.
Show us where you're gonna touch us. Show us on the map.
Tell us where I can touch them.
Okay. This is not going to, look good at all in any way. Sure. Let's see. Move you to token layer.
Oh.
I'm turning us around. Nope.
No,
Nope. I'm turning us around.
that's a lot of
Nay,
skeleton.
nay,
And
motherfucker.
200
Nay. It's a bit
so
too
how
much,
long
no?
until we- How long until we get to them?
Yeah, how close are
Oh,
they?
you guys, you can see them. The zombies look like they're not going to get to you anytime soon. The skeletons look like they're going to get to you pretty quick, though.
Okay, we can, like,
Okay.
what we can do is we can lure the skeletons first, so that they come to us first, and then kill the
Agreed.
the zombies.
It does appear there are possibly more zombies behind the big trolls, but that's as far as you can see right
Good. It's a target-rich
how close-
environment for the Emperor.
So,
So, real quick, Eric,
how far away are they? Like in about feet? Just asking.
Liz,
Don't
don't
now.
interrupt
Feet-wise,
Jackalor.
you managed to check them about 250 feet away.
so how long does it
Okay.
take for them to get to us? A minute?
No, it'll take you a lot less long than that for the skeletons, at least. But in round terms, you have about 4 rounds before they actually get to you.
Okay,
guys.
I'll start casting protection from evil on myself and
yes.
on.
Holy shit,
It
they're gonna
was-
fight this? Okay.
Yeah, was
My
says, I have a feeling I need to turn us around. That's a bit too much.
No, I can turn them. Don't worry.
fuckers!
Yeah,
Yevos, turn us around. Let's get some distance. Are we fucking fighting this?
Yes.
I mean, if they keep chasing us, I can keep hitting them down while they're chasing us and we're running away.
Yevos, look for an
I-
arrow spot.
If the paladin and the cleric want to fight, they can just leave the carriage.
No, yeah, was literally asking, am I turning this around? Is everyone okay with this?
He's still
Yes.
driving towards them.
Holy shit! What the
So,
fuck?
I believe
man?
it's
Stop
a
the
right
carriage.
check. I believe it's a right check to just...
I think this is gonna just make. Still, you really are a fucking moron sometimes. Seriously.
Stop the fucking carriage.
I'm turning it around.
Shit.
Oh,
You're
holy shit,
gonna
it's an
crash
advantage.
us, you stupid fuck.
He will need to make a ride check.
Seriously, you wait what? First thing we say, turn this around, and while we're talking like half a minute later, still driving towards it. So should I turn this around? Is everyone okay with this? Like, what the fuck?
So, you said the right check.
Yep, I'll need a ride check. Don't botch.
You've killed us all, you stupid fuck.
Holy shit.
So, you guys are going right around towards it, and then the paladin just goes, no, 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 no.
How close
Hey,
do we
just
get?
start turning it. Apparently, he knows how to do some drifting somehow. There's a bunch of dust in there.
Epic. How close do we get to the front of these fucks as we are drifting past them?
Well, they're still about 100 feet away before you get anywhere near them. So
Hey, here's a question: Is with a far shot and a sling, is it considered to be bow or throwing?
it's throwing.
Throwing. So if they're 100 range in, I can throw a sling at them.
Go ahead,
Well,
throw a
don't-
sling at one.
Don't throw the sling, Demi. Throw the bullet.
That's what I fucking
You
mean.
can take a shot with the sling.
You
I'm
know?
going
Okay.
to describe as he throws the piece of cloth about 10 feet away.
You know, I am gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at one of them because I have a fuck ton of
Oh.
munition and they're in range.
And I have one by my side if someone wants to use that. Because I'm not using it.
So
I'm
how
drifting.
close do they have to get before I can start doing turning checks?
Well, they need to be closer than that. I think it's 60 feet.
Yep.
So after the second round, I can do turning checks.
We are moving away from
Alright.
them now, Jackalor,
Yeah,
to find a
I
narrow
literally,
spot.
I literally drifted us away.
Yep. Sadly, the bolts did not do any damage there.
DR.
And
I missed.
yep.
Just so I can hit again, I'm gonna be pummeling them as much as I can.
But yeah, I'll try to cast protection from evil on. Who wants some protection from evil? Because undead are evil.
Why don't you hold it for now?
Okay, we have a moment. Why don't we go calmly, one at a time, and decide what we want to do? My suggestion is, since we can't leave this on the fucking road, and these might be the dudes we are actually looking for since they're coming from the fucking village, is to find a random spot and kill them all. Just narrow it down and then just slaughter them. Preferably where I can stand above and rain fire down from, above.
I can agree with that.
It's actually about just perfect. Good.
Hell, we can actually find a narrow enough spot and just jam the carriage in there sideways, if we have a bit of time, and just narrow it even further, and I can stand on top of the carriage.
Yeah, I like the idea of
Yeah.
standing of the courage being there to block block things.
And funneling them in.
Yeah.
No, I said I think this was supposed to be theoretically survivable. I'm not sure
That's
this is
not so-
theoretically survivable.
Well, we're gonna be fighting the skeletons, and then we're gonna take a quick breather and run away from the zombies when we realize it's too much.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I have like.
Don't
8
worry. There's not that
It'll be
many
fine.
skeletons. It would never be a threat.
I mean,
No.
if we narrow it enough, we are only fighting 3 or 4 at a time, right?
Plus, I can like do insane amounts of turning checks. 9 attempts per day.
Okay, Epic. How thick are the woods here? Are there any convenient rock crevices that we could use? Any narrow spots where we could thermopylae this shit?
It's not too likely. It's not that forested in general. The way you were heading was more of on the edge of a forest rather than through it.
Well, yes, but we're heading
So-
back towards the forest. So did we pass any likely looking spots within the last half hour or so?
Last half hour, I'm going to just need a spot check real quick.
Does anyone remember any convenient last stand spots?
Are we all
Uh,
rolling spot checks or?
I think
Yeah,
I will.
Sure, why not?
I am rolling because I have been driving this shit.
Nope.
Nope.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay. So Korgak says, sorry, Doran, that wasn't quite enough. Korgak says that he remembers a little spot where there was some trees that were, lined up in a fairly defensible position, but it wasn't really that good, but it could work, especially if they had anything ranged. But
It's not like I have this strange urge to have revenge against those zombie ogres for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Levos, you actually do recall a little spot that was somewhat hidden away,
Mhm.
where there was actually a small little, just a small little ravine of sorts. You don't think the trolls could actually fit through there. The problem is there wouldn't be a way to get out if you use that one.
I
Yeah,
like this
as-
idea.
Well,
As
Okay,
we are
how-
driving away,
here's
I'm-
a question.
I'm really-
What are the relative speeds of these fuckers? And now that they've seen us, are they all chasing us at top speed? Namely, can we divide and conquer this shit?
Let's see. Top speed. Skeletons can actually run, unlike the zombies. Let's see. Zombies can go pretty far though with their charging move. So skeletons are quite a bit faster than that. What about you, Gas?
So there's like two fights, skeletons and zombies and the other trash.
Well, really, the only zombies are the trolls. The others are just ghouls and gas that seem to be following the trolls.
Gassed? Wait, they can paralyze us.
Ogres.
Shit.
Yep.
Wait, ghasts?
Yeah, there's some
Gasts are
gas.
terrible.
Way in the back, there's a couple of gas.
Yeah, you can see three of them. They're
Okay,
really small.
guys, I know this is tough, but think of the XP.
Yeah, I
I
think we can
know.
take this.
Let's
We
try.
divide and conquer.
All right.
Yeah, we
so,
could maybe.
The ravine is going to let you guys face them in initially just 2 by 2. So that'll be very good. But they will probably surround you guys and come from the other end as well eventually. And you can avoid the ogres that way initially.
Okay?
Yeah, let's try.
I just
How
turn
many-
to Doran and say, I guess we're gonna do this, but after this we're even, right?
We're even.
So,
Epic, while we're going to the ravine, how many shots am I still able to get in?
If you want to go for longer range shots, you can actually take a good like 4.
Yeah, I'm using far shot. I have the feet for that. So 100 feet with sling is 50 feet in increment.
Who's in front with? Who's going to be in front with me?
looks at
Actually, I have a question. That ravine, is there any room for someone to get up above the two frontline people? In a convenient place for, say, you know, burning hands raining down from above?
Sorry, I'm trying to make the ravine real quick. What was that?
Are the sides of the ravine climbable to the extent where I can be essentially one floor above these fucks and raining fire down on the enemy horde?
Yeah, the problem is then you have to deal with the ogres that are going to go up there.
I mean...
Just jump down when you're done.
So, how high are the sides of this ravine? Can I... So I'm assuming from the way you're describing this that it's pretty much a sheer
It's actually
wall.
deep enough that it covers you guys. Imagine this is actually just a, with the rocks jutting up above you as well. But there's just enough room for your carriage.
Okay.
we can block one way with the carriage and fight in front of it. Is what you're saying?
Not very easily. There's no good way to turn this to make it sure they can't just push it.
They're
Not
gonna-
that big. Again, part of what you guys were looking for was, something like this.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
the best there is available at the moment.
Okay, my suggestion. We find a spot that's very slightly wider than this, and we narrow it down artificially by using the carriage to cover half of the pathway. And us range fucks stand just positioned on top of the carriage while the frontline fighters fight down on.
You will not be able to stand on the carriage, but you could, go on your stomach up there.
Well, on my stomach works for me at least, because I can use my crossbow and my spells that way, I assume.
Yes, generally.
And
Most of your
Uh,
spells will be alright.
Yeah, for front line, I'm assuming
Yeah, there's
I'll
enough
be
room for you.
there since I don't have a ranged weapon. And our core guy will be there because he doesn't have a ranged weapon.
No, I have a ranged weapon. I take out my bow.
they are
Fair enough.
skeletons. It doesn't really hit them that hard.
No, I'm not on the front line. I have my
By the
bow.
way,
Fuck you.
Zetos, you only hit with the 15.
Seriously, that's racing. Goddamn.
I just pull out my sling and my 10 bullets. Does anyone need this?
I have my own. I'm going to take shots and until
Yeah,
I'm dead.
you know what? To semi-simplify things, I'm just going to state that you probably can't actually be on top of there, because you technically have somatic components on your spells, so it wouldn't work out that well.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You need
God
good
damn it.
movement to really get that off.
God damn it, Jackal.
So
So there's no
Sure.
spots where I can climb up without being disrupted easily.
Yeah.
What about... Shit, but then we would have to back the carriage in. How
Yep.
much time
If
do
you
we
want, you
have?
could-
Can we unhitch the horses and push it in by hand and sit on the driver's seat and cast from there?
Yeah, you could do that.
Because, I mean, the horses... Shit, they're... Well, I have a feeling we might lose those, and... I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you do
sure
have
we're
time for
losing.
that. You went quite a bit faster than what they could.
I have a feeling we might lose the horses, so they might as well be a distraction, so we just move them in separately or something. Their death will be the warning that things are coming in through the other side.
If you want, you could actually tie them up someplace nearby. I'll need a check for whoever does that real quick, but it could save the horses.
What check?
Stealth.
It would be
hiding,
survival.
Survival.
Uh,
I think we sent
I'm
Korvac.
figuring you're not so much hiding them as putting them somewhere where the undead will focus on you before they focus on anything
Sure.
else. So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's our plan, because I really need a good casting position where I can just lean over your head and do fire, because that will be good.
by the way, apparently while Zetos and you guys were, riding back, one of the times he managed to toss by the way, Zetos, you actually rolled those wrong, I believe.
Why?
Because you have you're taking a penalty. You're shooting from really long distance, ×2.
Then,
Yeah, but doesn't far shot. That's why I have far shot.
But
You
far
said they're
shot
100
only let you
feet.
get.
that was for the first one while we were just
The
turning.
first one was 100, and then you guys turned around immediately and started going the other way.
yeah.
Then,
I
let
said
me-
if you wanted to, you could take a penalty and shoot from further.
you
but
rolled
also-
wrong,
Okay.
Demi. Reroll.
You rolled wrong.
Okay, I'll re-roll.
I think it was a -2, maybe -4. Shit. Need to look up range.
Korgak, you wanna go and hide the horses while we position the carriage?
Yeah, it's a good idea. He just ride your horses to the back and tie them up.
Okay.
You're,
So yeah, you take a -2 penalty.
Yeah, that's all I got. Okay.
That's it. That's
Cool.
it.
That did it.
That didn't hit.
That didn't hit. So 2 hits. That's actually better than what I did without a penalty. Yeah, I'm rolling melee damage because it's strength based.
It is strength based. That is correct.
Okay.
He
Ooh.
killed a skeleton.
yeah. Yeah.
Guys, as we're unhitching
He
the
killed 2
horses,
skeletons.
I'm having a sudden idea. How many bullets do we have? Do you see any small rocks around here?
There is a ton of small rocks around you.
How tired are the
We have
horses
bullets.
and how good are you at driving, Yevos?
I am good at driving and probably the best in
This
here.
happened pretty early in your travels along here, so they're pretty well rested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am probably the best in the group, but
But yeah, I can put protection from evil on someone else and other than me.
Not yet.
Okay, I think it's probably better to do it this way. Steel is gonna fuck up one of the driving rolls if we start trying to drive circles off the road around the skeletons to drive by the whole fucking
Yeah.
horde.
I
It
assume.
might not work very well if it ends up going wrong.
Yeah. What we could do is me as a driver and someone as a shooter at best.
Okay,
And
so
skip
Venos
the
will
fuck
manage
out
to
of
get they'll be
a
able to take
25.
quite a few more shots while they're getting towards you, though.
Yeah. So
okay,
what? So
positioning. Is there enough room by the... Can we find a spot where we can set it up so we can essentially move past the carriage in a single file where it's like, sure, someone might come up from behind, but it would be one at a time. If we really get
Yes.
pinched. Okay, good.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Then I'm happy-ish.
I'm going to presume that you stop the carriage from moving by placing some like rocks between the wheels.
Wait,
Yep.
no, we
Yeah.
take an axe to the wheels. What do you mean?
You
No,
take
no,
an
no.
axe to the wheels.
no, rocks.
Yeah, put this
Rocks
there.
to the wheel.
Rock hard,
Uh,
baby.
did Bacon make a survival check for horse hiding?
Nope, he didn't. Presumably, your horses are still on you.
No, we're
Bacon?
unhitching them. Bacon, please hide them.
Yeah, I was just going to put them on the back, not actually hide them.
What?
Yep. Well, it's kind of hiding them. You're just putting them in a position that you'll be attacked
going to-
before they will.
They're going to get.
Which is why the
hit.
DC for this is
fast.
going to be pretty low. But still need a check to see if they might have a couple of them go for them.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
going to ride them, so instead of guiding them, so I will use ride.
No,
survival
you don't
right
need
there.
to do any.
You need a survival check to lead them and pick a
Survival?
good spot.
Yeah, you are hiding them.
Kind of hiding them.
Yeah, I have 30
I roll
sling
survival.
bullets that I'm going to use.
Roll survival then.
Fine, Demi, you can have 5 lead bullets.
Holy-
Okay, so Korgak goes with the horses. You don't see them again.
Never.
And then he comes back with mysterious bags. They seem to be full of meat.
Wow.
Korgak! That...
You never get the horses alive.
I hope you are joking, but if not, well, I guess we at least have
I'm not
dinner.
joking. He does come back with a couple bags with a lot of meat. And then he tells you he met a bear on the way and decided, you know what, fuck it, I'll kill it.
Like a true hunter.
How much time do we have? Can we use the bear carcass as a distraction?
You might be able to, it's fresh enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bait,
Co-
boy, for the
Fuckers!
zombie.
Zedos!
Basically, you
Korgak
just met a sleeping bear and just went coup de grace. Fuck you,
Korgak,
bear.
Zedos, just toss it in front of us. Maybe it'll distract a few of them.
Yeah.
Toss some fucking bear carcasses all over the fucking area.
No, you don't get it. It's not a carcass. I already cleaned it and skinned it.
Exactly.
It's ready to eat meat. And fresh on that note.
What the fuck,
Yeah, how do I
Korgak?
throw something?
You're not completely sure how he managed to do that and hide the horses wherever they are. Where do they go to?
Okay,
He did a
How-
drive
how-
by. It's fine.
How do I throw meat?
You can just throw it if you want. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I
so-
just throw it.
I assume me, Zedos, and Colin are using our slings to take them out as they
Yeah.
come.
Using Sling Boy.
So tell me when I can start turning them, and
Yeah.
so I have a turn
Guys,
round to go and cast.
let's just roll initiative if we're gonna start discussing combat actions, I think.
Yeah.
And then go in order, because it's chaotic as fuck. with all of you
Ooh,
fucks.
I rolled shit.
Ah,
Yes! Did we see the enemy horde having any ranged weapons, Epic?
No, it did not look like they had any ranged weapons whatsoever. It appears to be entirely melee.
Horde
Yeah.
of undead.
Okay, just let us know how many slingshots we can take and at what difficulties, I guess.
yeah.
All right.
I think I get like 1 or 2 before you guys.
You already took all your slingshots. Yummy.
Yeah, we're waiting for them here now. So when they come now,
Those were him taking it as we left.
Yeah. My range is 50 on the sling, so I assume I can shoot at double that with the penalty. So I might get what,
Same.
like 2?
No, Epic, you
Same.
can't do that. You're rolling them over each other.
What?
Yeah, that
Oh
was.
shit! Son of a bitch! Don't worry, I know what they have.
Yeah, but you need to do it multiple times with multiple different.
Yep, I didn't realize. You know what? They get to re-roll. Fuck them. I forgot that I had one of the tokens selected. Fuck me.
Just give them like 3 groups, I would say.
I was
Yeah.
going for 4. Each one for just
Yeah.
different type.
Because there is these assholes here.
You know what I'm gonna do? See this spot of 4 right here? You know, it would be a shame if someone greased it just as they were charging.
You have time. You could actually throw a couple of those oils all around the front there, or
I
even the
only
back.
I have whatever is unspent in the lantern and 1 pint left. I don't have a fuck ton of ready to go oil.
Yeah,
I thought
I do
somebody
not-
bought a fuck ton, but hey.
No, we sold the
we
fuck ton
didn't.
we found.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you sold the fuck ton.
I do not.
I just
have
thought somebody
any-
brought, like, like put a couple of casks in the wagon. Okay, never mind then.
No, we didn't, as far as I remember.
Don't see it in the group stuff, no.
No.
All right, probably didn't happen then.
Who
So
being the
how many
slowest
shots can we
ever.
get in?
Well,
Remember-
while they're coming over towards you, the skeletons are going to get to you guys a lot faster than the others. You'll be able to take, depending on what your range is, really.
What the fuck is that roll? Oh, that's fucking ogre roll. 10.98. Sure, that's not
It
wrong?
has a
Yep.
negative Jackalore to its
Yep,
dex.
it rolled 11, basically. I think. No, it
Oh.
rolled 10. I think. Wait,
Don't worry, I'll put it on its ass easy enough.
it rolled 13, so it went down to 11, and then was decreased to 10.98. Yep, that's right.
So can we try and decipher how this shit goes?
Fair. All right. So, time for the skeletons to start getting to you guys. Wow,
Well.
wow.
Well,
I assume
I
I
got at
have
least
a ready
Really?
to shoot thing as long as they hit the double range thing.
All right, so you guys are going for double range?
I mean,
I
yeah.
am.
And I
I
can turn at
how far away
60
are they
feet,
from
so-
us now? 100 feet, 200 feet?
I won't
didn't-
allow you to try and hit them beyond 200 feet. They will just be too much into the forest for you to actually take shots.
Oh,
But
alright.
within 200 feet, you can start taking shots.
I can do that with penalties.
Yeah, I
Yep,
mean,
that's the point.
So,
I can do that as well.
how many can I get before they sort of get to the 100, where I could,
It will take them only 2 rounds to to go over 100 feet.
So I can basically just take 2 shots at -2 difficulty.
So,
-2.
Yeah, there'll be 2 shots at -2. I mean, +2 difficulty or whatever you want to call it. Well, -2 for you, but
And then another 2 when they get closer, but without a penalty.
yeah.
So can we do like turn order now?
Sure.
well, Demi
Yeah,
takes
fine.
his first 2 long-range shots first anyway, because he can start
Is
shooting
anyone else
sooner.
doing long range?
I hit one.
I am once they hit 100, and so is Steel, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Which one did you want to
I
hit?
want to hit 150. I'll cast Protection from Evil.
Okay.
For myself.
Actually, here's an important question. Are any of these fucks unarmored? Unarmored, like Korgak? Do you have armor?
Let's see. I think all of the skeletons are armored.
No, I mean our party, because it might be a good point to burn that crappy mage armor, even if it is like a +1, it might still be enough to save him.
Korgak has light armor. I think everyone has some form of armor on them.
Yeah.
Bacon, how armored are you? And stop being muted.
Sorry. I have the chain shirt light 4 on AC.
Then yeah, then it's useless to cast it on you. Never mind. Blank, no. Power attack, no. Additional attack bonus -2.
So
Additional
yeah.
damage.
Zetos, which one did you hit? You killed it.
Anyone really. I mean, there's a fucking horde of them. And
There is
one
a
of them in
fucking
fronts,
horde.
of course.
Probably one in the front.
0. Put it
So
among
we
the
take-
dead pile so I can calculate shit later.
So we
My
take
first
the
shot
It
misses.
doesn't hit.
Right.
an
And
attack
yep.
bonus.
Okay. Next, the skeletons will
take-
get just a little bit closer. How far are
Hang
they
on.
from you guys right now?
Give me a moment.
Korgak, how about Protection from Evil?
Yeah, that's actually about right. That's about the distance they would
Yeah.
have. They'll be on you guys in about 2 rounds.
You're rushing a bit, Epic. Demi would take his third shot, and Steel would take his first one as well.
I was going through the initiative order.
Well,
Oh, so we
for the
take
first
shoot
one, I would
before?
assume. I would assume they're holding their actions. So
Yes.
Oh,
This is
you're
the-
holding actions?
Yeah, we're holding one to
All right.
to shoot.
So, presumably you all get the hold action off then to shoot. Besides
Yeah.
Demi, who took shots
Already
before
shot
the
at
play.
4 shots.
So
Yep.
it's at a -1, right? At
Mi-
-2.
-2.
To...
Yep.
Wow.
Nope. Didn't hit.
Nope.
Korgak, are you trying to shoot?
I only have my bow, so I try to.
We have slings laying around.
No, we don't. We have the
Yeah.
3 we have are being used.
So I could try to shoot with my bow on the ogre zombies.
They're further
They are a
behind.
lot further
Oh.
back.
Be
So
right
fuck
back.
it, I won't shoot. So I would just throw rocks. Can I throw rocks?
They're not close enough, I think.
Not really. You don't have far shot, do you? I don't think you can go beyond about, 10 feet with that then. It was 10 or
Okay,
20
I would-
feet. I don't remember.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I will just wait until they get closer to me to throw rocks or to just chop them.
I think once they're close enough to throw rocks, you're gonna be chopping them anyway.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can throw stuff at 10-foot increments, just normally.
Yeah, that's horrible, Bacon. Don't.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Come on, I have 3 strength modifier.
They
Should be
won't
bigger.
get quite that close that fast.
Yeah,
Although
I
nah, it'll happen regardless. So is anyone else doing anything at the moment?
Casting
Well,
protection.
our
Yeah.
held actions went off. I think it's the skeleton's turn, and then
Yeah.
Demi takes another shot.
Yeah,
Nope.
without the
If
penalties
your
and
held
whatnot.
actions went off, then you go first because we're going to use initiative from this.
Okay. They are still 100 feet away.
They are about 90.
Okay. Then I am going to take a second shot because.
Which, by the way, you do know they are running fast enough that they will be really close to you guys this next round.
How close? Like
Yeah,
within melee range?
Just short, because they'll actually have to try and.
Well, I
react.
can I
have
have-
higher initiative, so I might as well take my shot and grease after.
Okay.
Yeah, can I have
Down.
protection from evil cast already?
Okay.
Because I'll be turning people.
All right. So do you wish to take a shot?
Yes, I'm working through the macro. And this misses as well.
Yay! Somebody misses. All right.
Next is steal if he's slinging.
Skeletons get real close.
Oh, you sweet summer children.
Wait, two far shots. Wasn't I able to get one more shot off from the range?
Yes.
No, you did do the shot.
The far shots, like above 200 feet.
By the way, Corgan, you'd have.
Well, up to 200.
I said
Yeah,
up
up to
to, not yeah. You
Yeah,
got
plus
2 when they came in
accuracy.
and then came closer. Yes, you got 2 off. See, it's right there.
Okay.
Don't be greedy, Demi.
11, 15.
What?
God damn it,
That's
Steel.
interesting.
I'm muting him. Tell me when he's back.
Steel.
So,
Uh,
since I'm above them, me leaning over and flaming over their heads, where would we count it as originating?
for what particularly?
Burning hands. Since it's at my
It would go
fingertips.
into the. It would be at the next space next to you. That's where it originates.
Okay. But it wouldn't fuck over Duran.
Yep.
Because it's downwards.
By the way, it does appear that they got over to the bear and they look very interested at the bear, or pieces of skinned bear.
Oh, that's fine. They're so adorable.
Can I get my turn soon?
Nope, never. Gas, move closer. Korgak, your turn.
They are eating the bear, right?
No, they looked at it, looked fairly interested, and it looks like it distracted them.
Oh.
So it doesn't look like they're about to do anything to it. They do seem fairly interested, though.
So I would just hold my action until they get closer so I can kill them.
Okay.
Which means then it's Steel's turn. I assume he wants to sling a thing. So maybe you, if he's not back yet, you can like make an attack on his behalf. Or we can take a break here because it's time to split the video anyway.
Sure, let's go take a break. I could use a break.
Yeah.
Epic, real
While we're
quick.
taking the 5-minute, how long is the break? 2 minute, 5 minute?
2 to 5. Short one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. Be right back.